Welcome back to this YouTube channel. I am June Talisa George, and this is going to be the first ever practice bookkeeping with me session. This series is all about building real bookkeeping experience, gaining confidence. Instead of watching another tutorial that may be teaching you something that you already know, I want to go inside the QuickBooks Sample Company and work throughout that whole user interface as if the Sample Company is my real client. So I'm gonna be learning, practicing, and sharing my thought process along the way. So whether you're new to bookkeeping, studying QuickBooks Online, or you just want some hands-on practice, you're in the right place. All right, let's jump into the QuickBooks Online Sample Company and let's get to it. Okay, so I am logged into my Intuit Accountant Suite, guys, which by the way is free for us accountants. So yeah, if you haven't already signed up for your free accountant suite, make sure you go ahead and do that. You can get to the Sample Company from within your accountant suite, or you can get into the Sample Company another way. And by the way, if you don't know how to do that, I'll leave a link in the description for you guys. I have a how-to video on how to access the QuickBooks Online Sample Company. So yeah, make sure you check that out. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and use a timer for this video so that I can stay focused and so the video isn't that long, because I do want to have these sessions with you guys. I'm also practicing on my own as well. But whenever I have these recorded sessions, I want to keep it short, simple, concise for you guys. So I have a timer so that it doesn't get too lengthy in time. Okay, so let's get to the Sample Company. We're going to go to the gear, the settings gear up here, come down to your company, and you'll find Sample Company right here. We're going to click on that. If you open a Sample Company, you'll be signed out of your current firm. Do you want to continue? So they're going to sign us out. So when we're done with the Sample Company, it's important to sign out of the Sample Company so that you can sign back into your firm. So let's just go ahead and hit continue. Yeah, feel free to put me side by side and we can do this stuff together. Yeah, so I'm always like trying to find a good video that treats the Sample Company like it is their client. And I have yet to find a video like that. So hopefully I can create something like that. Mind you, I'm still learning, and I haven't gotten my first client yet. I'll definitely let you guys know on this channel when I get my first client. I'm sure I'm gonna be so excited. But while I am in the process of trying to find my clients, I still want to practice and treat this Sample Company as if it is my first client. So yeah, we know that three basic functions of a bookkeeper, we've learned this, is basically matching and categorizing transactions and reconciling and sending reports. Those are the three basic foundation functions of a bookkeeper. So since I know that, I'm going to keep that in mind. And I'm going to look at this like, okay, I'm logged into my client, Craig's Design and Landscaping. And my job as a bookkeeper is to categorize and match transactions. So, oh, and by the way, let me go ahead and get this timer going because, like I said, let me go ahead and hit start on that so it's not too long. Okay, I'm going. So there's always more than one way to get to something within Intuit QuickBooks. So there's the carousel at the top. And there's the all the apps, and then you also have your pinned apps as well. So you can get to the bank transactions from the pinned accounting. That's if you have it there, because you can customize that and go there, or you can get to it from all apps, accounting, bank transactions. But since this carousel, lovely carousel, is at the top, it's quick access. So we're just gonna click that. I guess I took too much time. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. Sometimes that happens. So click the accounting, and it brings us right to the bank transactions. We learned this in the course. Let's go ahead and collapse this so that our screen is a little bit bigger. Um, so yeah, off the rip, we have 25 pending transactions, right? We see within our checking account, we have one pending transactions in the savings account, and we have seven pending transactions in the credit card. So let's go ahead and start with the checking account. So like me just thinking, like, guys, I'm completely new. This is a sample company, so we don't have to worry about messing something up, because every time you log in, everything we did is not saved. So that's the beauty of using the sample company. So as a bookkeeper, it is my job, it is your job to match or categorize transactions. Um, I should go ahead and let you guys know the difference between matching and categorizing. I feel like that's a good uh, lesson. It's really simple. I'll insert that here. So, one question I had when I was learning QuickBooks was, when do I match and when do I categorize? What's the difference? A match means that QuickBooks has found a transaction that's already in the books. It's been entered somewhere else. So we're simply connecting the bank transaction to that existing record that's already in your books. And a categorize means there isn't any existing record yet. There's nothing in the books that exists or matches with this particular transaction. So we have to assign the transaction to the appropriate account, and QuickBooks creates the bookkeeping entry for us. So a simple way to remember it is match equals already there, categorize equals needs to be recorded. Yeah, so there's that. And this first transaction here, it was made on August 9th, 2026. Um, the bank description, it says Books by Bessie. We received, or Craig received, $55. Um, and there is no suggestion here. Usually when there's a suggestion, it'll have these little things. There's nothing here. So we have to categorize this, because there is nothing in the system that matches this transaction. So we're gonna have to categorize it. I think I really enjoy clicking on it and seeing it. Okay, so the bank description says Books by Bessie. So this is a deposit. We received $55 from Books by Bessie. So let's go ahead and add this customer. Let's look them up, see if they're already in the system. They are. Books by Bessie is actually a vendor and not a customer. So if we're receiving money from a vendor, let's look and see what kind of income, because that's money coming in, accounts we have here, and see if we can try to categorize this properly. We got billable expense income, design income, discounts given. Maybe it was a discount, maybe, but I don't see a discount. Is not usually money. It's usually, like a credit. So probably not that. Fees. Okay? So yeah, no. This is a vendor. So a vendor. You know what? A vendor is probably refunding us something. If we're getting money from a vendor, it's most likely going to be uh, a refund. So I think that's good enough to go ahead and post that, because this is from our vendor, so we're not selling them anything. We receiving something, and my best guess is a refund. Now, obviously, if this is my real client, I feel like I would have more information to make a solid um, choice. But because we just practicing and we just trying to get our feet wet, I'm gonna just go ahead and um, post this. And now you see, we just literally categorized our first uh, transaction. How cool is that? Okay, let's do another one. So this was July 10th. The bank says a rental, we received $200. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I do that correctly? Yeah, I did. I did. Let's go to the post-it. So I posted it. Okay, yeah. So I added it. Okay, yeah, we did it. So let's go back to the next one. So let's click on it. This says the bank description says, because obviously that's one of the ways that we learn when we do our investigations to try to figure out what something is. It's a good way to look at what is on the description, the bank description. This says we received $200 from A1 Rental, a backhoe deposit refund. So this is actually another refund. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the refund of income for that account. Refund. Okay. And A1, let's look up A1. So they're probably a vendor as well. We don't have no vendor called A1. So let's add a new vendor. So we click on that add new, and we're going to make sure that it's a vendor. And the company name is A1 Rental. We don't even have all this information, but I'm sure we would get this information like moving forward. Matter of fact, let me see if A1 Rental is a real company. A1 Rental. Oh, that's so cool. I almost thought it was. I almost thought it was. Oh yeah, A1 Rentals. So let's just like use this fake information. 816-373. Uh-oh. Come on back. Who's making a new vendor? They don't like for you to who's making a new vendor? They don't like for you to go out of it. Well, you get the point, guys. We will have all that information. A1 Rental. We'll be able to put their phone number, their address, and emails, and all this good stuff. Let's just go ahead and save. Oops, let me hide this. My bad, y'all. My bad. Whenever I click out of the thing, it doesn't really like that too much. So let's go ahead and do that again. Sorry, guys. Add new. Make sure it's a vendor because we're getting a refund. We're getting a refund, not from our vendor. We're receiving a refund from, I mean, not from a customer, but from a vendor. So let's put their company name as A1. Sorry that you have to see that again. A1 Rental. And then we'll just go ahead and hit save. Obviously, we would fill out all this stuff, obviously. Let's hit save. So now we added a new vendor within. And like the bank description tells us, it's a refund. So let's go down to that expense, refund, and we're gonna go ahead and post it. So we literally are making, we're literally posting, categorizing transactions. So that's pretty cool. What does this orange thing mean? I forget. Based on transaction details, no related historical transactions. Okay. So new vendor for you, A1 Rental. We already did that. I already added that vendor. So let's see if they caught that. We already A1 Renter appears to be a business. We already added them. Interesting that they didn't catch that we already added them. Um, so this is we spent $1,200 on a rental, backhoe rental. So let's go ahead and put A1 rental in there. I already added them, so um, it's interesting that they didn't know that. It's equipment rental, product or service, backhoe rental. No, I think this would be if we would do a product or service if it's an income, something that's in our products or services. So I'm gonna leave that blank. And oh, the customer or project that this belongs to. Oh, we can actually add that if we wanted to. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And we're gonna go ahead and post this. So y'all see what I'm doing? It's pretty cool. A1 rental. So this A we are renting quite a few things from them. So I'm gonna add the vendor. It's equipment renter account, okay? And we're gonna post it. All right, we got something new. So it says that there's two matches found. So when like we already said, a match means that there is already something in the QuickBooks account. Well, let me collapse this. There's something in the QuickBooks account that matches what's going on in the bank feed. So let's click on this to get a better idea. So $75 expense. So and a bill payment. Okay. So this happened on the 14th and it's from Pam Seats. So this is actually a match right here. But we can actually look at this if we wanted to. We can look at the expense that was made. Okay, it was legal and professional fees. Okay. $75. Okay. Good to know. So we can go ahead and match that to the right one. It's going to be this Pam Seats. Let's go ahead and match it. There we go. Next thing here, we received $868. Now we have a match, a deposit that's already going on in here. Let's go look. Let's go look. I'm curious what it's for. Um. Oh, okay. We had all these things that we deposited for within our bank. All these one, two, three, four, five. All these five things going into the bank deposit for $868.15. Okay. This is on the 14th. So I'm gonna go back to the bank transactions. Yep, 614 for $868. And that's my time, guys. So let's go ahead and match that. That's my time. So we literally just spent 15 minutes dibbling and dabbling in the bank transactions feed. So that's pretty lit. Uh-oh. I don't like how it does that. Like every time I click out of it, it like makes you have to refresh. That's really interesting. So literally, this is just what I want to do. I just want to have some practice with me sessions where we can just come in and practice within the QuickBooks Online Company. Because really, the more that we do it, the more that we work with the interface, the more that we, what I'm saying, clicking on buttons, figuring stuff out, the more confidence that we're going to build along the way. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, Let me log out. You're always going to want to log out of this so that you can get back to your specific account. But yeah, so let me come out of this and talk to you guys. And that's it for today's very first practice session. We in there, it's lit. Listen, every time we log into the Sample Company, we're building confidence one step at a time. I truly believe that practice is one of the best ways to become a better bookkeeper, and I'm glad you're on this journey with me. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to practice next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Practice Bookkeeping with Me session. Until then, keep learning and keep practicing with less stress and more clarity and more confidence. I'll see you in the next one.